The man the world saw as unbreakable once broke in silence. The lights of Manhattan glittered outside his penthouse window, but inside, Donald Trump sat alone, staring at the papers that would end his marriage. For the first time in his life, the man who built towers high enough to touch the clouds felt small. His lawyer later said he saw something no one could have imagined. Trump, the man known for his pride and power, quietly wiping away a tear. It was 1990. The tabloids screamed his name. Reporters followed every step, every whisper, every argument between Donald and Ivana Trump. They had once been the golden couple of New York, charming, rich, and unstoppable. Together, they had built an empire and a family. But the empire was cracking from the inside. Behind the glamour, their marriage was slipping away. What began as love had turned into distance, resentment, and unspoken pain. Donald and Ivana had met in 1976, a moment that felt like destiny. He was a rising businessman with confidence that filled the room. She was a stunning ski champion from Czechoslovakia with her own fierce dreams. For years, they were unstoppable, a power couple that redefined luxury. They had 3 children, Ivanka, Donald Jr., and Eric, and together, they ruled both real estate and headlines. But success came with a price. As Trump's ambitions grew, his time at home disappeared. Ivana, known for her strength, began to feel like she was losing not only her husband but also the man she fell in love with. When news of Donald's affair with Marla Maples broke, it wasn't just a scandal, it was a public humiliation. The world didn't see the private nights when Ivana cried alone or the guilt that haunted Donald behind closed doors. He had always said he hated losing, but this time, what he was losing wasn't a business deal, it was his family. In the days before the divorce became official, Donald avoided the cameras and the chaos. One night, sitting with his lawyer, he stared at the divorce documents and said softly, "I built towers for everyone to see, but I couldn't keep my own house standing." Then, in a moment that no one would believe unless they saw it, tears filled his eyes. The man who once said weakness was unforgivable couldn't hold back the pain of losing the woman who once believed in him more than anyone. When the divorce was finalized, New York tabloids celebrated the drama, but for Trump, it wasn't victory or defeat, it was heartbreak. In a later interview, he admitted, "It was one of the hardest times of my life. I had everything, yet I felt I had nothing." Years later, Donald and Ivana rebuilt a quiet friendship. They would talk occasionally, share memories of their children, and smile about the old days. In 2022, when Ivana passed away, Trump wrote on his social media, "She was a wonderful, beautiful, and amazing woman who led a great and inspirational life."
Whose inspiring story of politician would you like to hear next? Tell us in the comments below.